Welcome back.
Yo, Denalid. Snagging first. Let's go. Base Guru, what's up, dude? Bot knowledge.
Welcome back.
Gonna be live for over 2 minutes. I couldn't see the stream until a few seconds ago. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's odd. I have not been live for 2 minutes. I just hit start. I've been live for 1 minute and 40 seconds. And the Twitch session says 1 minute 25 seconds, so the jams, dude, I love this. It's Take On Me, but if it was on the Sega Genesis. Gabby, yeah, we'll get to it, man. Thanks for doing the thing. Twitch confirms that it doesn't know how to count. Dude, it's true. Yo, this is gonna be a good morning. We got some fun game news to cover. A lot of Pokemon news, like huge Pokemon news. All right, level complete. We did it. This is one of my favorite Sonic songs to get remixed ever. Dan, what is up, dude? Hey, we got Overwatch news today. We got a very brief thing towards the end. I'm gonna watch the new character trailer. Well, I guess the gameplay for him anyway. Oh, Denalid has to work clerk. Boo. Say that again?
Welcome back.
Overwatch. Oh, Will coming in with the work clerk as well. Got lots of work meetings this morning. It is Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Thankfully, I'm on a team that doesn't like to meet on Monday, and before... They're all Pacific time, so, like, my day starts about 10 anyway. Usually 11. Bunch of lazy Californians. No, I'm just kidding. If they're watching this content, I'm sorry. Dun, 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 dun. New character's not your favorite? We're gonna check it out. What specific time, though? Dude, specifically right now. All right.
Let's go.
I think we can start. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you this morning. News mode is active. How's everybody doing? That music is way too loud and awful. It's awfully loud. No, it's not awful. It's good. But we got to switch. We got to get the vibes going for game news. I'm trying to hype everybody up. How are we doing? Happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. We're going to get started on quite a few Pokemon stories. Pokemon Worlds was this weekend, and there was a lot that came out of it. There was a lot that came out of it. We got some ZA news. We got some Unite news. We got some Pokemon Champions news. We got McDonald's news. Actually, we'll talk about it. It's pretty gross. And then right before I went live, we got an update. Let's just jump in with this here. Well, that's the wrong thing. We got a Kirby Air Riders Direct tomorrow morning, August 19th, 6 a.m. Pacific time, with Mr. Sakurai. Live stream presentation will last roughly 45 minutes and provide an in-depth look at the upcoming Switch 2 game. So I'm actually really excited for this. I love the OG Kirby Air Riders. Kirby's Air Rider. I forgot where the S was. They moved it for the sequel, I guess. I'm super pumped for it, though. Let's look really good. And all I know is we got the teaser trailer. I never thought this game would get a sequel, but Mr. Sakurai is giving us a look at it. 45 minutes of footage. I am very excited because this game, I guess, is coming out pretty soon. We'll probably get a release date out of it. I don't know. Do we have a release date and I missed it and forgot? Who knows? But yeah. So this happened right before. I went live, so I was glad I was able to throw it in. I wanted to be upfront. I want to talk about it. I want to watch it. We'll react to it tomorrow morning, so it'll be awesome. All right, I thought this was so funny. PETA is dumb and one of the worst organizations ever, but PETA is calling on Nintendo to remove the nose ring from Cow in Mario Kart World. They say it's a painful reminder of the industries that treat animals like profit-making machines. That's from Stealth40K over on X. I'm not a fan of PETA because cows are food animals. That's what they're for. They're not for pets. They're not for anything else that, I don't know. They're not like show animals. They're food animals. And we'll leave it at that. We may disagree, but anyway, I think PETA's dumb. All right, let's move on. All right, I love this. I saw this. This is something that came out of Pokemon Worlds, but Pokemon Company confirmed Rayquaza is pronounced Rayquaza after many years of fans saying it wrong. I'm in camp. I'm right yet again on this one because the number of times I've heard people say Rayquaza, it's like, why are you pronouncing it that way? No other word works that way. It's Rayquaza. The end. That's all I'm saying. PETA is garbage. I agree. All right, sorry, I had to awkward pause. I needed a sip of coffee and to catch up on chat. But that made me laugh. That came out of Worlds. That was big news. But anyway, we won't linger on some of this too long. A lot of Pokemon names get mispronounced. That makes me laugh every time. All right. Pokemon Unite news. Empoleon joins the fray in Pokemon Unite September 19th. And then Delmise and Vaporeon will join at a later date. Plus, Groudon will be appearing in the Thea Sky Ruins starting on September 4th. Get ready for some intense battles. So we learned how to say Rayquaza just in time for him to leave the map for the time being. Let's watch this trailer. I realized you guys didn't have audio. Delmise looks interesting, but it's not a Pokemon I've really ever considered. It's a ghost anchor. I'm just excited for another evolution. Really. So, I'm going to pause it because I wanted to point out, yes, we do have two all-rounders coming. And then Vaporeon's defensive, which is great. Because I might actually play it. I don't know. The gameplay looks cool. He just reversed. Get over here to him. Yeah. Alright, Groudon is an interesting, change to the game. Because when you defeat it, you get this effect. But if you defeat somebody who's got the effect, you get it. So I guess they were tired, and that was the mitigation for people quitting matches or surrendering as soon as somebody loses Ray, because it's not always over when they capture Ray. This definitely makes those last 2 minutes of the game much more competitive, which I like, because a lot of times the team that thinks they lost will just roll over. And very few people will actually keep playing. So that's a really good change to Unite. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, that was cool. That came out of Pokemon Worlds. It was a nice trailer. I like that a bunch of Pokemon are coming. They're upping the pace, supposedly, of how quickly they add new Pokemon. So hopefully they find a better way to list them in the menus and such. Because right now that list gets crazy the more licenses you have. All right, the next big update, Pokemon Champions is the main battle game for the 2026 World Championships. The VGC shifts to the new battle entry. This is from Nintendo Life. Liam Doolin writes the article. We also got a trailer. I guess we could watch it. We're just going to watch trailers today.
Here we go.
Sorry, I didn't make that full screen. Mega Evolution looks so good. I'm so glad it's back. I love Mega Evolution. That was the gimmick that I like the most. Gigantamax is the second one. And then Terrestrialization, I think, is a fair middle ground between the two. But I still think Mega Evolution was the best idea they ever did for gimmicks. Was it the Kirby Direct, Will? Because, yes, we did talk about it first. Or is it another huge thing? Whisper me a link. So there we go. All right, and it's super cool because this confirmed some stuff that I was thinking would happen with Pokemon Champions entering the game space at all. And I asked this question when it was first revealed. I said, does it replace or eventually replace the competitive side of VGC? Does this become the VGC app for like top tier competitive Pokemon games? And yes, that's what this is. Says we've got another update about Pokemon Champions today, and it confirms the video game competition will shift to this battle entry at next year's World Championships. The 2025 tournament was played on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Alongside this was a look at multiple Mega Evos featured in the game, along with some information about how trainers will be able to use the Omni Ring. Mega Evolved Pokemon will feature in the first set of regulations for ranked battles in Pokemon Champions. Use your Omni Ring in the heat of battle to Mega Evolve your Pokemon, including the newly revealed Mega Dragonite featured in Pokemon Legends ZA. Be sure to get all the practice you can because Pokemon Champions will be used for VGC at Worlds 2026. Stay tuned to learn more. The website for Champions goes into detail about how Pokemon from Pokemon Home can be brought into this new entry, with cross-platform support between mobile and Switch devices confirmed as well. In the fine print, it's also mentioned how in certain regions, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet may still be used for Championship Series events. This is because the mobile app probably won't be available everywhere at launch, but it will be slowly rolled out. Last but not least, it's confirmed Champions is on its way to Switch 2 in 2026. And we have another article about the next point they made. But yes, it is getting a Switch 2 version. I think this is great, though. This opens up the Pokemon main series games to not have to lock in on the traditional turn-based format. It also allows games like ZA to really experiment with battle styles. And I hope this new battle style with ZA, which we'll talk about a little later, I hope that kind of informs like the next mainline game in a big way, because the Pokemon formula is great, but it's needed some changes, and it's not in like the storytelling. It's not in being open world or not. It's that the turn-based format, the way they have it structured, just isn't as fun as it used to be. You know, it does get a little boring, but that's why Pokemon Champions exists. If you still want that turn-based battle mechanic, you want to do online battles, there you go. You have it. You can trade in Pokemon Home. You can transfer stuff from like the main games into Home and then into Champions. So anything you want to use will come over. There's probably some rules around how they work. We'll find all that out as that gets closer. But yes, I'm very excited for this change. I think it allows Game Freak to be more experimental. That's the word I'm looking for. More experimental with how they can make the mainline games work. Gen 10 should be one of the best gens now because they don't have to lock in on an old format or make it the main competitive game and have a bunch of rules around it. They can just have a good Pokemon game, build out a good story, build out some interesting gameplay mechanics, make it fully open world, and battles real time like in ZA. You know, I'm hoping that that's the case. We'll see how ZA plays, but it looks good. It looked good. Words are hard, guys. It's early. But anyway, yeah, so this is cool. I'm glad we got this kind of confirmed because I was hoping this was the case. I'm not the only one that speculates that this was going to happen, but this is awesome. All right. And we'll look at the next one. All right. So this is where we got confirmation that Pokemon Champions is coming to Switch 2, but it includes a free to start and paid digital version. More details will be shared in the future. Again, this is Nintendo Life from Liam Doolin. Says we just had an update about the new battle-focused game Pokemon Champions, World Championships, and apart from the news, it will lead as the main title for VGC next year, which we just talked about, along with Mega Evolution Update. We also got details about platforms and pricing. According to the latest press release, it's coming not only to Switch and mobile devices, but also Switch 2. As for pricing models, it will be available as a free-to-start game, but it's also been confirmed by the Pokemon Company that more details about a paid digital version for Switch and Switch 2 systems will be shared in the future. Here's this part of the PR in full. It's the same thing we just talked about. The official English game site has provided some information about the upcoming release as well, reiterating how there's cross-play but support between Switch and mobile, and noting how Pokemon can be brought from home into Champions. Again, it's not huge, like a huge volume-wise of news, but this is pretty significant. The game will have a paid version. I don't think they don't mention the mobile version being paid, but a free-to-start game. Pokemon does this. They do free-to-start games where you get the basics for free. You start playing, it's fine. But you might get to a point where you need to buy the full version, and maybe it's $10. Maybe it's $20. I don't know. We'll find out. I hope it's not super expensive. I'm not big into the competitive side of Pokemon, but with this being focused solely on that, I might jump in. I might do some ranked stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm excited for what Pokemon Champions is going to do for the Pokemon franchise overall. I really think it's going to allow the games to get a little more interesting. And yeah, I'm really glad they're making this change. Plus, it keeps the gimmicks kind of in check. You know, it doesn't leave gimmicks behind, but it does. If they add a new gimmick for Gen 10, that can be rolled into Champions eventually. You know, or maybe right when the game launches. They can do whatever they want. They have the time to. I'm just very curious what they're going to do going forward. I kind of wish they would back off of the gimmicks and just do more Mega Evos. Or they could do more Dynamax. I don't care. Like, all of it was cool. It's just Mega Evolution was the best gimmick they ever did. Anyway. All right, let's move on. All right. Okay, here we go. Pokemon Legends ZA news. Pokemon Legends ZA will feature ranked battles and 4-player PvP mode. I thought this was super cool. ZA will feature online ranked battles and 4-player PvP mode. It's been revealed at the Pokemon World Championships in Anaheim. That was this past weekend. This is on Insider Gaming, by the way, from Josh Challies. Due to be released on October 16, Pokemon Legends ZA is the next big release for the franchise, heading into a huge year in 2026 where Pokemon celebrates a 30th anniversary and is widely expected to release the 10th generation of Pokemon. Legends ZA follows on from the success of 2021's Pokemon Legends Arceus, which featured open-world catching mechanics for the first time, but big steps forward are being taken in the latest entry to the series with online support. They have ranked battles and private battles. I'm actually super excited. The Battle Club looks cool. One of the biggest disappointments with Legends Arceus was the lack of online features, with no battling, trading, or mystery gift system. That all changes in Legends ZA, however, which will feature them all. Ranked battles will provide competitive action for trainers around the world, with private matches also being available, while the trading mechanics suggest that trade evolutions will return, having been replaced by single-use items in Legends Arceus. I don't like that, because I liked how I didn't have to wait on somebody to trade me a Pokemon for it to evolve. But trade evolutions are a fun social mechanic that they have kept with through the generations. So it's fine that they come back, but I'd rather have my linking cord for getting my Gengar, you know? Another piece of big news revealed at Anaheim was a 4-player PvP mode where trainers will compete within a time limit to secure the most knockouts, with Mega Evolution confirmed to be available in the mode. The 4-player mode follows on from the 4-player co-op introduced in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, though that was restricted to open-world exploration and did not include battle features. Instead, battles remained in the same 1v1 format we've become accustomed to. Introducing a 4-player PvP mode in Legends ZA could mean big things for the 10th generation of the game, given Scarlet and Violet took a lot of the mechanics from Legends Arceus and introduced them to the mainline games, including open world catching and exploration. So yeah, it looks cool. I don't know if I have the trailer. I thought I grabbed it, but maybe we can watch it after the fact. But it does look interesting. The narration on the trailer is a little cringy. Maybe that's why I didn't include it. But just the fact that there's an online PvP mode using the Legends ZA battle system, Super cool, and I can't wait to mess with it and see how it works. The fact that they're supporting a ranked mode at all is interesting. All right, next. McDonald's ends Pokemon promotion early after huge food waste. Wastage? Is that a word? I'm in opera. There's no dictionary. McDonald's has ended part of the Pokemon promotion early in Japan after huge queues outside of its stores and immense food waste. Last weekend's launch of the Pokemon promotion earned criticism from across the world, with scalpers buying up Happy Meals in bulk to receive the exclusive Pokemon cards in the distribution, and many then dumping the meals. McDonald's sold out of the exclusive Pokemon cards within hours of the promotion starting, despite plans for the event to run for 3 days, and plans have now been updated for the upcoming week. McDonald's places restrictions on Happy Meal purchases. So, they had some cards. They're adorable. In a statement, McDonald's apologized to customers and store staff, along with announcing restrictions on purchasing Happy Meals that prohibit purchasing more than 3 per group. If 4 or more are ordered, we will refuse your purchase and cancel the order. This weekend's promotion will go ahead, though the big difference is there will not be any Pokemon cards, and instead toys will be provided, which should result in decreased demand for those looking for profit. On the topic of scalpers, specifically, McDonald's stated it does not tolerate the purchase of Happy Meals for the purpose of resale or the abandonment or disposal of food. It's not a problem unique to McDonald's, however, as the Pokemon hobby has become embroiled with supply problems due to high demand, with widespread videos of people purchasing products en masse to sell at inflated prices. Pokemon has maximized its printing process to counteract this issue, but there's little evidence of results so far. With the 30th anniversary of the franchise next year, demand could be higher than ever. Are scalpers ruining the Pokemon hobby? Should McDonald's refuse to distribute Pokemon cards again? I don't know about that. I just know that scalpers are a problem. And I think buying, kids' meals from McDonald's for Pokemon cards, at a certain point you have to ask yourself, are you really flipping promotional cards for that much money that you're buying a whole Happy Meal? Come on. Now, the event was only supposed to run for 3 days, so maybe these are actually super limited edition cards or whatever. But I just think, hey, I just love Happy Meals. Okay, it's fair enough, Dan. You said it. All right, you can buy all the Happy Meals you want. I just know that here in the States, the last few times they've done Pokemon promotions, if either of the local McDonald's we have got the updated stock of stuff to give out, they don't they don't care that much. It doesn't seem to go away, but they're also not really, they're just appealing to collectors with some of this, and I think I've never seen this problem go this bad in the States. So I really think this is a way more limited release. But gosh, I'm tired of scalpers. Someone say Happy Meal? I did, Grim. I did. Mimikyu was in chat and you missed. Rip. Double quarter pounder burger meal for me all day long, plus 3 chicken select. Dude, I'm a McNuggets guy. I just give me a 10-piece and I'm good. Give me a 20-piece. No, I'm just kidding. I always feel weird when I order a 20-piece because I'm already a large guy, so I'm pretty sure they're like, you really gonna eat all that? I'm splitting it in half. I'm a family man. I'm feeding the family. Anyway, yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous what scalpers are doing to Pokemon TCG. One of the reasons I don't want to play TCG at all is because of scalpers. I used to love collecting the cards. I was trying to get me and my daughter into playing Pokemon TCG, but I don't want us to be looking for something in a store and have to deal with either scalpers firsthand or just empty shelves. And I don't want to buy singles. I don't want to have to hunt down anything. So, we'll just play with what I've got. And she likes TCG Pocket when she remembers to open the packs. It's kind of where I'm at with the game, though. So yeah, it's wild to think people scalped Pokemon from people were scalping Happy Meals. That's the summary. It's what the heck? Why would you do this? All right, let's get off of this topic. All right, away from the Pokemon news, PUBG to end Xbox One and PS4 support in November. Again, Insider Gaming, Josh Challenge writes, PUBG's time on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will be coming to an end in November with a transition to current generation consoles, it has been announced. As previously announced in the 2025 roadmap, preparations have been made to move the console version of PUBG onto current-gen consoles. Unfortunately for those on last-gen devices, it means an end to official support. Players on Xbox Series X and S and PS5 will benefit from improved visuals, more stable frame rates, and reduced crashes. However, the headline is undoubtedly the end of support for last-gen consoles. Food is never a bad topic. You're right. You rank fast foods? I should. Alright, PUBG moving to current gen in November. Announced on the official website, PUBG will no longer be playable or available to download on Xbox One and PS4 on November 13th, 2025. I don't think we really need to dive into this. I mean, obviously, you'll get the better mode, better gameplay, better frame rates, newer features. At some point, this is going to happen. Fortnite's going to do it. Apex is going to do it. Everybody doing multi-platform support is going to have to cut off the last-gen consoles to do newer and better things. Warzone will stop at some point. You know, and I haven't played PUBG in a very long time. I think the last time I played was on my phone at that. So it was like I was really just messing around. But I'm not surprised to see this. We saw Genshin Impact is leaving PS4 next year. You won't be able to play Genshin Impact on PS4. All of these service-based games or online-based games that are consistently updated, you know, on a regular, like quarterly or monthly or even weekly cycle, eventually have to move on from the older hardware. I'm surprised it's taken this long for some of these guys to announce it, but it's gonna make waves every time big players make changes like this. PUBG's fun on console. Agree needs to moving to Xbox, PS5 and One X. Yeah, for sure. You got a PC from 2010 that runs okay? It's just, yeah, that's what I think. It's just good practice in business. And it keeps them from having to maintain old code for too long while being able to introduce newer features or better features. Hey, you know, we can run at a locked 60 instead of having to accommodate 30 FPS players or whatever, you know? I think it's important. It's to maintain a good experience for the larger player base. So, you know, here we go. That's what it is. But it makes sense. It makes sense. And we'll start seeing this more and more and more. Oh, thanks for those bits. Appreciate it, Grim. Good to see you this morning. Your savings. Nice. Dying customer base also means less money. Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, we'll start seeing this more and more. I'm interested when Fortnite cuts off the older consoles, there's going to be such an uproar. When Switch 1 stops being supported, there's going to be an uproar. I see it. It's going to make people so upset. And it's like, they have to move on. They have to move on. Grim, I've been good, man. We're just talking game news this morning. All right. Speaking of Switch and shooters, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 won't launch on Switch 2, it's claimed. This is a big deal for various reasons we'll get into. Once again from Josh Challenge over at Insider Gaming. Black Ops 7 won't be landing on Switch 2 at launch, though that doesn't mean the doors close to the platform permanently, according to a new report. Set to be officially revealed at Gamescom's opening night live, Black Ops 7 will launch in November. Once again, part of the Xbox Game Pass catalog, but Switch 2 players will miss out initially. Though the improved performance of the Switch 2 has opened the door for releases on the platform for the likes of Cyberpunk and Star Wars Outlaws, Black Ops 7 won't be joining them in November. Unclear whether Activision plans Black Ops 7 on Switch 2 in future, with a new report from Deal Labs confirms Black Ops 7 will not arrive on Switch 2 when it launches in November, instead landing on PC, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PS4, that's wild, and PS5. Crucially, though, the report says it's unclear whether Activision plans a future port to Switch 2 in the future. Okay, so it's not known yet whether the door has been closed entirely for Switch 2. Earlier this year, Activision told IGN they were committed to getting the franchise on Switch. Nintendo has not had a Call of Duty game on its platform since the release of Call of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U in 2013, and if that barren run is to come to an end with Black Ops 7, players will have to wait a while longer after the release. Should Black Ops 7 come to Switch 2 in the future, Here's my thing. Part of the acquisition of Activision Blizzard King was supporting Switch 2 or supporting Nintendo Switch with Call of Duty. And oh, thanks for the rework, Lyric Will. Another meeting. Bacon Noob, what's up? But they said they would support the Switch. Activision was going to support the Switch with Call of Duty. And I don't know. They haven't talked about the Switch 2 with this game at all. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming at a later date. I could see it releasing. I just don't know what the performance would be like. I honestly think they should just put Call of Duty Mobile on Switch. Switch and Switch 2. Call it a day. Hey, we put Call of Duty on the Switch. And then make Call of Duty Mobile like the platform for Call of Duty multiplayer. It's fun. And most people playing it are using a controller anyway, so playing it on Switch wouldn't be that different. But it's interesting that people would expect Black Ops 7 to come out on Switch 2. I just don't see it happening. If it does, I hope it looks good. I hope it plays well. You know, I don't want it to be like kind of a handicapped port where it's like running at 30 FPS and looks like PS2 graphics for some reason. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that would be good. Maybe give it some charm. I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's move on. We're talking about Call of Duty. We're talking about Call of Duty. Black Ops 7 Standard Edition will reportedly not cost $80. Xbox is still to release its first $80 game after saying it would be increasing prices. So this comes from VGC's Chris Scullion. Standard Edition of Black Ops 7 will not cost $80 in the US, according to a reliable insider. Deal Labs writer Bill Kuhn, who has a lengthy track record for accurately reporting release information, reported last week that the game would not be released on Switch 2. They also stated that they believe the game's release date will be November 14th and now updated this with US pricing information. The standard edition of the game will cost $70. The Vault edition will be $100. Does it come with $30 of extra content? I don't know. If accurate, Microsoft's decision not to price Call of Duty at $80, despite some predicting it would do so, may be an attempt to even the playing field against the upcoming Battlefield 6, which will be released on October 10th and also costs $70. Competition is a wonderful thing, chat. It makes prices come down. Microsoft probably would have launched a $80 Call of Duty Black Ops 7 if Battlefield 6 had looked like garbage and played like garbage and had a very unsuccessful beta weekend. I'm not saying that's why they made the choice to not price it $80. I'm just saying if we didn't have Battlefield coming out, they could justify the $80 price tag much more easily. But it's harder to when Battlefield 6 looks like it does and plays like it does. I love COD Mobile. It's so smooth. Dude, it's so fun. I haven't played in a long time, but I had a lot of fun playing like ranked team deathmatch. I didn't really like the Warzone mode there. It was kind of lame, but the TDM modes, the regular multiplayer modes, super fun. So, speaking of Battlefield, Battlefield 6's recent open beta sessions managed to hit a peak of 521,079 concurrent players on Steam at one point, suggesting EA's game could sell well when it's released. Had Black Ops 7 been $10 more expensive, this could have swayed some players in Battlefield's direction, easily. If true, the news means that Microsoft still has to find its first $80 game. Yes, in May, Microsoft raised the prices of its Xbox consoles globally while also announcing it would charge $80 for games starting later this year. Then they walked back from Outer Worlds 2, and now Black Ops 7 is the next game to not be $80. So I think, it's a very fair situation. Ring multiplayer was great. You love the Bongo Cat EVs? Nice. I like it too. I like that it plays when I bring it up in the overlay too. That's cool. But this whole $80 game situation, I mean, I'm fine with a game launching at $80 if it's worth $80. Very few games will feel worth $80. I think Black Ops 7, if you're buying it for a single player or not Warzone experience, maybe that's worth $70 or $80. I don't know. It's up to the individual to make that decision. But if you don't want to pay $80 for games, don't buy $80 games. It's that simple. Mates like the Battlefield beta. I've heard it's good. I didn't have any time to hop on it. I had it downloaded and I didn't get a chance to play it. And I'm a little sad because the gameplay looks phenomenal. But anyway, yeah, so this whole $80 situation just keeps getting more and more interesting as just things get expensive and development costs rise and everything else just keeps going up in price. We have more evidence that maybe the $80 games thing is gamers' limit. You know, 70? Okay, we can do 70, but not 80. That $10 makes all the difference. Anyway, let's move on. Maybe? It's trailer time. Okay. This is Overwatch 2's gameplay trailer for Wuyhang.
What was it Shifu told me? Nothing in the world is as yielding as water. But in its ebb and flow... I honestly forget the rest. So, I'll just go with the flow. Booyah! Making a splash. Always good to hydrate.
Always good to hydrate. That's great.
Check me out. Bye. Ultimate's ready. You're protected. Go make a splash.
This looks cool. I love the art style for Overwatch.
Training's paying off. Let's keep it going.
You know, it has so much visual appeal. And you just boop a whole team.
You just witnessed my most famous party trick.
All right. Very cool. Looks like a good character. Already stretching to do 70. Got no more stretch. Yeah, I agree. I also like Dan's point. We were talking about games being expensive. The issue you have is everything requires so much patching, etc. Day one's not good enough quality anymore. I completely agree with that sentiment. If you're releasing a game for $80 and I have an essential day one patch on top of there's still bugs and issues with the game, that makes it feel like you're selling me a game that you haven't finished and you just didn't want to call it early access. And every game launches with that. And it's kind of a bummer that we don't just extend our development cycle just a little bit longer to accommodate for bug fixes and changes. No whole team would stand there together. Never. Never would a team stand on that ledge together. No, I agree. You know there'll be an Aquaman skin? You think they're going to do a DC crossover? I think that'd be pretty cool. I would enjoy that. That'd be a good crossover. There's a lot of Overwatch characters they could make work. Plus, there's no DC hero shooter like Marvel Rivals, so just make it Overwatch. Make the skins. Anyway, all right, let's check the next trailer. All right, I wanted to talk about this last week, but Wednesday's news show got canceled, so we're gonna watch the Helldivers 2 trailer. I'll probably get copy striked for it. I'm doing my best. I'm providing commentary, all right? Here comes the boom, ready or not. I cannot wait for this. I am so excited for this. Like, look at it. Oh, it looks so good. Team Space Shooter. DC collab would be huge. POD. Flamethrower looks fun to use. I just want to spread managed democracy across the galaxy. That's all I want to do. Oh, it's so good. I'm so glad. The console wars are over, ladies and gentlemen. No more console warring. Helldivers managed it. I love seeing this. But wait! Wait! Oh, chills every single time. Do you guys even know the significance of that teaser? Do you guys understand the teaser at the end, Halo ODST being referenced in Helldivers 2. I am so freaking pumped for Helldivers 2. Halo crossover with Helldivers is something people have wanted, and we're getting it. That was like the theme, the overture theme from Halo 3 ODST. And then the drop pod, and then I'm so pumped. Whatever they're about to do, I'm ready. So down to play Helldivers 2. Bought it, never played it. Dude, I'm getting it. I'm getting it on Xbox because I want to play it on Xbox. Doom Guy crossover would 1000% get me into the game. Dude, I wouldn't say it's off the table. Dan, you're in luck. It is cross-platform and cross-progression, I believe. So if you switch platforms, or if I switch platforms, it would be cross-progression. It just would play anywhere. So I'm so pumped for this. I wanted to talk about it last week and the significance that this game releasing on Xbox and then doing a Halo crossover event or situation, even if it's just skins or whatever. I am so pumped for this game. Like, y'all don't even know. It's so exciting. All right, and I think I have one more trailer in queue. Oh yeah, we got an update for Switch 2 GameCube games. This is one I always wanted to pick up for GameCube, but could never find. It just looks weird. Like Katamari weird. This looks cool. Again, I wanted this game on GameCube, but could never find it. Now it's one of those expensive games. Back from wasting 2 minutes of meeting to have it rescheduled because the guy that could actually answer questions wasn't present. Dude, I hate when that happens. But anyway. Yeah, super cool. Let's find that Pokemon Legends ZA trailer as well. Yes, here it is. Super pumped for this one as well.
Pokemon Legends ZA introduces link battles in a whole new style. Get ready for intense 4-player mayhem.
I think this is gonna be so good.
In the ZA Battle Club. The time limit is 3 minutes.
The Battle Club is you just hitting your opponent's Pokemon with a bat.
The match has begun. At the start of the match, you can play it safe.
You gotta do some work with that chrono distraction. I'm so sorry, Dan.
Who knows where things will stand in 3 minutes?
Dude, thanks for stopping in. Always good to hear from you, bro. Catch you later.
But it's blocked by the steadfast shield of protect.
Dude, after Legends Arceus, I'm pumped. I am pumped for this. Look at this, though. Like, just running around commanding your Pokemon. This is what we have wanted forever. My fault. I'll own it. I'll do it again, too.
When your Pokemon faints, you can still rally and dive back in.
This is just what we've wanted Pokemon battles to be like forever.
1.5 minutes left. We're halfway through. Mega Ampharos's battle with Go-Go is heating up. Whoa! Furfrou barrels in from the side with Hyper Voice. Both weakened
double kill.
That's 2 points at once. The trainer changes Pokemon again and presses on. 10 seconds left on the clock. And this trainer's full up on Mega Power. Dragonite Mega evolves. And it unleashes a raging Draco Meteor.
It looks so good. Oh, it's so fun.
A huge upset in the final 10 seconds. Dragonite's trainer takes a clear victory. These furious 4-player battles await you in Pokemon Legends ZA, available to pre-order now.
I wish the pre-order bonuses were better. Because they didn't look great. There was apparently Best Buy is giving out a desk mat if you pre-order, but the closest Best Buy is 30 minutes away. So I don't want to drive 30 minutes to go pick up the game for release day. I would like to do an all-day stream of it. I don't know if I'll be able to. But that's it for the game news. 45 minutes. I gotta say, it's a good use of time. Bro, just third party. No, yeah, exactly. It's what. Okay, so when they first announced that there was like the nighttime battle mode, they didn't call it a battle royale directly, but that's what it kind of felt like. And I think it'll be really cool if they would just do like an online battle royale with Pokemon in this battle system, where you have, don't make it like 100 people, make it like 30 people just walking around the city. And you're just trying to take each other out. Last one standing wins, and I think it'd be fun. It could totally work with the open battle system like that. I think it looks great. Fortnite Pokemon Edition. Yeah, right. But yeah. So I'm still excited. Tomorrow morning, I guess we're doing a reaction stream for Kirby Air Riders. I really wish I had a better way to hook my GameCube up for you guys. So I could play. I guess I could use the Wii. It technically has a better connection, but it's not very great. I need one of those Ion GameCube adapters so I can play more GameCube games on stream. Because I'd like to play the OG Kirby's Air Rider, wherever the S was in it. I'm gonna look it up now. Kirby Air Ride? Was that what it was called? Just Kirby Air Ride? Just called Kirby Air Ride. They added an S. It's such a good game, though. It's so charming and silly and not difficult, but strangely time-consuming for me. I played it a lot. Like the open world, the city ride or whatever it was called, that was the mode. And I actually enjoyed it a lot. I never played it with people. Yeah, but go figure. Did the game have LAN adapter support? That'd be interesting. I don't know too many people with GameCube LAN adapters, but apparently, and I've done it, you can network at like Dolphin with a physical GameCube if you're doing like Mario Kart, and I love that. That makes me happy. You can also do it if you have like a Wii or Wii U. Do the same thing. It's so cool. But anyway. All right, guys. I don't have anything else to talk about, so maybe we find somebody to raid. Send the stream over to. It feels like attorneys general. It's also a word I do not like. But yes, I do. Keep talking. Keep talking. I truly don't have anything else to talk about. I don't have any stories. There's like nothing else. I forgot my screen wasn't on, so I could look and see, is there anything else to check out? Shenmue 3 is getting a re-release as an enhanced edition. Does anybody care about Shenmue? It's not a game I played. Doesn't seem like much else. As far as game news goes, a lot of other news, a lot of depressing news. Yep, I don't see anything else. So, wild. All right, I love you guys. Y'all are the best. I really couldn't be more thankful for you guys. I can't wait for next month. I'm gonna be doing some fun stuff, trying to do some birthday month things, and just produce good content. All right, we're gonna send it over to Pastor Dustin. He's got his Bible reading and playing Zelda. So I think the gameplay is live, but the Bible reading's pre-recorded. But anyway, it's a cool concept. I like the idea. All right, love you guys. Have a great day. God bless. I'm thankful for you. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.